Hey guys, welcome back. Today is new guitar day and I am beyond excited. This is the brand new PRS SE CE24, the newest in PRS SE's lineup and the newest in my collection. One of my dream guitars is a PRS CE24, but those were always outside my affordability range. But now, they have brought it to the import line. I was honestly contemplating whether or not I should get one of these, until I tried one in turquoise over at my local Long & McQuaid, and I realized I just had to have one of these. Especially with that huge 20% off sale that PRS is doing with their SEs right now. And today, we're gonna be doing a bit of a deep dive on this. I'm gonna be going over specs, we're gonna explore some of the tones this has to offer, and I'm gonna give you just my overall thoughts on this guitar. So let's dive right in. Before we begin though, I want to give a shout out to GTHIC for sponsoring today's video. GTHIC is a jewelry company that sells quality rings, necklaces, and other apparel with really interesting designs on them. They offer a very diverse range of designs that covers a wide variety of themes, including ancient Egyptian, Viking, medieval, and even pirate designs. These rings are also made out of stainless steel, which is a material that's very well known for its durability and lasting the test of time. I strongly encourage you to go check out their selection. The link is in the description below. You might just find a ring or a necklace on there that really speaks to you. And here's the best part. By entering the promo code Dillon20 at checkout, you can save 20% off your order and you'll be directly helping this channel grow, so I can better afford to bring you more exciting and higher quality content. And right now, the cherry on top of this whole cake is that they're also having a Christmas sale too. Just enter the code MASS23 for 23% off their Christmas selection, or MASS20 for many of their other products on their store. So if you're looking to pimp out your fingers this holiday season, click the link in the description below and check out what GTHIC has to offer. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming. So first, let's go over the specifications of this guitar. We have a mahogany body with a maple top and a flame maple veneer. And as with most modern SEs, the body has a shallow violin carve. The neck is a bolt-on maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. It's got a wide thin neck profile, a 25-inch scale length, 24 frets with their signature bird inlays, a 10-inch fretboard radius, which is my favorite. The bridge is a patented PRS molded tremolo. It has standard PRS tuners. For pickups, we have the standard 8515S set, which is common for modern SEs. The controls are pretty simple too. There's one volume, one tone with a push-pull coil split, and a 3-way toggle switch. I actually prefer the toggle switch here over the blade switch that's on the custom line. And it comes with a fresh set of 9-42 strings. Also, I wanted to mention they have a new design for their gig bags, gray and white, which actually looks kind of cool. Okay, enough of that shit. Let's plug this thing in. So my setup's real simple. I'm just going from the guitar to the tuner pedal and straight to the amp. For this, I'm using my PRS MT15 head with the Trainer Vintage 2x12 cabinet. For mics, I'm using two SM57s with a Fredman clip. So right out of the gate, I'm pretty blown away by this thing. The neck is so friggin' smooth, it's unbelievable. I mean, I was kind of expecting like that satin feel from a bolt-on like this, especially from the CEs, but this one is incredibly smooth. Like, I could just run my hand up and down this all day. I feel like a Bond villain petting my cat. And when they first announced the SE CE24, one of my biggest concerns was how bulky the heel joint here looked. But it's actually not as obstructive as it looks. I can still get to the 24th fret pretty easily. Now, one thing I'm really surprised by is typically when you have a push-pull like this, the knob tends to be really loose to the point where it's annoying, but not this one. It's actually, it's not quite as loose as I was expecting, which is really nice. And the tremolo is honestly really satisfying to use. I don't really use tremolos too often, but I really had fun using the tremolo on this. This thing has great tuning stability as well. Not perfect, but that's probably because I'm used to 10 to 46s on PRSs. I just find 9 to 42 is a little too light for PRS, so I like to bump it up to 10 to 46, and that usually fixes most of my tuning issues. And one thing I wanted to mention, the body, it feels just a smidge heavier than a SE Custom 24. It's not a bad thing, really. I kind of like a bit of a heavier body, and it's not too heavy to the point where I'm breaking my back. Okay, why don't we go explore some tones? I really like what I'm hearing. So I'm pretty surprised with how tonally diverse this thing can be. Dare I say, it's getting close to the diversity of an Epiphone Les Paul Custom. I will say this though, the 8515S is not ideal for distortion, I find. I mean, it can handle distortion if you dial it in right, but there are better pickups on the market for that purpose. Normally I swap that out for something like a Seymour Duncan JB. So my final thoughts, this is an awesome guitar for the price point. Especially right now with the 20% off sale for the SEs. If you're a professional gigging musician, this makes for the perfect workhorse. This thing can handle any genre. You can use it for blues, you can use it for rock, you can use it for reggae, you can take it to a metal gig. That's the beauty with PRS guitars. You can use them for any genre of music and they won't look out of place or sound out of place. Now, depending on what you're going for, the pickups might run into some limitations, but if you're not totally satisfied, you can always switch those out for something you prefer. And I gotta say, how is it the PRS SEs still don't have locking tuners? I mean, all the import lines are doing it nowadays. Schecter, LTD, Sterling by Music Man, and for some reason PRS is a little slow in that regard. I mean, I really don't mind paying an extra $100 for one with locking tuners already on it, at least on a few models. Overall, I would say that this guitar totally lived up to my expectations and then some. It even alleviated my concerns with the heel joint here and how bulky it might have been, but it's not that bulky. It's actually very, very playable high up the neck. And with that, I have a question for Mr. Paul Reed Smith if you're watching this video. Is there any chance we can get a roasted maple version of this? Preferably with a wide fat neck. I would buy one of those in a fucking heartbeat. Well, there you go. Those are my thoughts on the PRS SE CE24. Do you have one of these guitars? How's it treating you? Let me know in the comment section below. And be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my future uploads. There's quite a few interesting ones coming down the pipe. I'm gonna go play this thing a little more. I'll see you soon.